Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Tuesday evening, let's get down to business. Folks, this will be a tea sipper special. A tea sipper special. Not gossip, okay? Not rumors. Those are old terms. Tea sipping. We all do it. Don't act like you don't. We're all nosy, and we want to know what the fruck is going on, okay? If you're not up to speed, which most of you should be by now, Remy Ma, she owns Chrome 23. That's a battle rap company, and they recently had an event on the 16th of this month that just passed. Eazy the Block Captain versus Geechee Gotti, C3 versus First Lady Flames, Rosenberg Raw versus Shayna Ashley, Charlie Eclipse versus A Ward. Most of these people, I know them, pardon me. You know my history with battle rap, so on and so forth, okay? I did not see the full battle. However, I did see Geechee Gotti pull out the cannon. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So I want to jump out the window tonight, and I'm saying that Remy Ma has left Papoose. I'm saying that Remy, Papoose, let me get that lawsuit, cease and desist, whatever. We'll work it out later. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. The event took place in Philadelphia. All right, the home of Eazy the Block Captain. I heard he was 30 deep in the building. Papoose didn't show up. Did Papoose cut his losses and keep it pushing? I think he did. Too much of an embarrassment. So I want to ask you guys tonight if we can be real with ourselves, men, fellas, because I have a theory. I have a theory that Remy Ma is still a go-getter. Almost 50. Papoose, good man, solid. Held her down, you know this already, for damn near 7, close to 8 years when she was in the penitentiary. You know, coughing and squatting, being spoken to in a disrespectful manner. Papoose held it down. They were up on Love and Hip Hop. He wanted a baby. She finally gave him a baby. A beautiful little girl. Oh, beautiful little girl. I got the call 2 days ago, industry person. Supposedly, Papoose wanted another child. Now, troll babies, doesn't Remy have a son? He's damn near 30. Yes, she got a grown-ass kid. So Pap wanted, another one. And she's trying to play catch-up. She's been in the penitentiary. She's trying to still chase the bag. I don't know her finances. I don't know their finances. I don't know who's right, who's wrong, or if it even matters at this point. I saw the video like many of you did where Eazy the Block Captain was supposedly going to stick his tongue down Remy's throat. And she said, camera right there. Did anybody see that, huh? Remy caught the camera. She said, camera right there. Damn. Did the young Philly bull give her that hard inshallah dick? Pause. That was crazy. Pause. Huh? Was Remy weak? Can we blame Eazy the Block Captain? Did he see a chink in the armor? Did he see a way in? And again, we have to give credit where credit is due, huh? Geechee Gotti. I'm not going to say he 3-0'd Eazy the Block Captain. 2-1, what do you guys think? 2-1? Or did he 3-0 him, huh? And salute to Remy. She was there with just a straight face, I didn't see her laugh. I didn't see her smile. She just kept a straight face. Oh, and salute to 15 Minutes of Fame on YouTube. Those are my homies. They interviewed her after the battle. Good God almighty. So, is Papoose right for leaving? Is Remy wrong for going with the young bull? I'm saying they're dating. It was so sweet looking at the two of them. I damn near got a cavity. Remy and Eazy. I said, whoa, shit. So that's my main topic. I do want to talk about that tonight in detail. But again, I have not seen the full battle. It's on Rap Grid. Okay? Check it out there. And let's have that discussion, all right? Also, Drake. Drake is... hang on, where are my notes here? brand new track with SZA, and I think she's my favorite female singer right now. You guys have heard me speak about her. I've been, watching her for the last year or so. I like her execution, her delivery, her songwriting, and she's from Jersey, my home state. But they have a track now called Slime You Out, okay? And people on social media are upset and bothered. Drake has a line in the track. Catch this. He says, "Whip done changed you like American slaves. Act like you're not used to Sheraton ways." Let me say that again. Whip done changed you like American slaves. Act like you not used to Sheraton ways. Now, you've heard me say on multiple occasions when somebody loses or something or gets beat, I say, wow, they got beat like an old Virginia slave. However, my father's, side of the family is from the South. American, My mother's family is American as well, but, just dirty Italians. But, it's different. Drake is a Canadian. Why is he even mentioning American slaves? And, it is art, let's not be too picky, but should he apologize? Should he issue a statement, or does he get a pass? Now, for those who don't know, or for those who remember, I came at Nas's neck on December the 8th when I went on the homies radio show, Funkmaster Flex, Hot 97. And I didn't give a fuck about my past relationship with Nas. We have no business together now, but I supported him in the past. But I was bothered by him spitting bars at Doja Cat, right? But then he gave, what did he give a pass? I forget the guy's name. I'm drawing a blank here. 21 Savage. Nas turns around and does a track with 21 Savage after he disrespected Nas on Clubhouse. Another non-FBA with something slick to say about the fucking culture that he benefits from. Nas also did a track with Lil Nas X. So I just said, whoa, somebody's got to take a shot at Nas. But anyway, Drake, a Canadian. Why even mention, even though it's a hot line, Whip done changed you like American slaves. Act like you're not used to Sheraton ways. Do you care? Or do you give Drake a pass because you like his music? Phone lines are open right now. Okay, that's my show tonight. I'm saying Remy Ma has left Papoose. I'm not going to clown anybody, but I think that, maybe she just got lonely and, I can't even say that the whole battle rap thing is a good look for her, but that's where she is, She was trying to get on the Breakfast Club. Did you guys know that Charlemagne was hating on Remy Ma? Oh, she was buying them breakfast and all sorts of shit. I heard Charlemagne said she had an attitude. Damn. Chris John's got your donation. Thank you so much. Okay. Somebody saying Dante Ross. Dante is an old friend of mine. You've heard me speak about Dante. Not just Dante, the SD50s. John Gamble, Geeby. We all hung out in Westbeth, which is where their studio was. And my homie Miles Kelly and Noah Evans. Gil Evans' son. So yes. I'm sorry. You know what? I have to say this one last thing. Over time, many of you You've given so much credit to MF Doom, and rightfully so. But did he overshadow the artistry of Del the Funky Homo Sapien? If you ask me, this is the last thing I'll say. To me, Del the Funky Homo Sapien is like a hip-hop version of Basquiat. Okay? Basquiat. Let me go to area code 340 early. Hey, good evening. It's a tea sipper special. Are you there? 340.
Good evening. 1051 Farmer to check in.
Hey, what's up, man? Good to hear from you. It's cracking.
Hey, what's up, man? I want to come out the gate, right? I want to come out the gate and make it clear that it's Pop's fault, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Come on.
It's Pop's fault. Listen, you have this guy, right? He gets this thought in his head that he likes this chick. This chick goes to prison. gets it started in his head that it's cute. Let me hold her down the whole time she's in there. I'm not cheating. I'm going to marry her while she's in there. She's a rapper. I'm going to help her out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You do all of this. You do all of this. She has no choice in the matter. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a perfect deal for her.
Right.
So it's not a choice. It's not a choice.
Right.
It's, I got to ride this wave. You know what I'm saying? So she gets out. You know what I'm saying? It's just the couple was what do you call it? The couple was merchandisable, for lack of a better word.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
marketable.
wave. She had
Marketable.
Marketable. She had to get what she could get out of this, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say, you treat a chick like a star, she's gonna treat you like a fan, man. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
You understand? So,
in the words of the great Slick Rick, treat him like a prostitute. Now, I'm leaning towards what you're saying. You know, I've only met Papoose one time, good guy, but you know, let's have that real conversation. Was he simping off the rip with the Bronx bitch? A Bronx bitch.
Off the rip. Listen, we got Pap, right? Pap is there's no disrespect. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just from the little stuff I've seen.
Talk your talk.
We got Pap, right, who's known for getting smacked around, right? And then we got
Remy. No, hang on. Don't do that, because if you're talking about that altercation with Fat Joe, he didn't get smacked around. I mean, that's not what happens.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, well, I'll let that go, right? Remy's known for letting that thing go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
Remy's known for letting that thing go, and I'll say Pop's more known for the conscious vibe, right? So, you know what I'm saying? We see already out the gate who's on the more grimy end of things, and who's on the more conscious end of things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, in I'll say our quote unquote community, when these Hotep guys, you know, preach this divine feminine and all of that, these guys get caught up in that, man, and they start to put these women on a pedestal.
Okay.
They think it's all about the woman.
Yeah.
And you know, this is what happens.
The black woman is God. All that goofy shit.
All of that goofy stuff, man. It's goofy. so you know, Pap. Hey, Pap, I salute Pap for being a genuine person and doing all of that, but it's his fault.
Okay.
It's his fault, man.
Sir, before you go, we're back at this conversation because we have to put some respect on Geechee Gotti's name. You ever heard of Geechee Gotti?
Yeah, the dude from Cali. Yeah.
That nigga's lit right now. He set this whole shit on fire, right? So, hey, man, I appreciate the call. Any thoughts on either Drake's controversial American Slave lyrics or Del the Funky Homo Sapien? Not that you have to. I'm just throwing some things out there.
Well, with Drake, man, Drake just threw something out there to stir up the pot. That's all.
Okay. Thank you for your call, sir.
All.
Thank you.
Respect. Yo.
Respect. People talking about black love, Papoose and Remy. Why? What? And she got an award maybe 5 years ago, some type of Woman of the Year, some organization. I think it was in Florida, some goddamn where. So she's been on the upswing, you know? Listen, I'm still involved in battle rap. I don't do too much, well, nothing really in the open, but, you know, I help battle rappers, and I'm a consultant with regards to a lot of legal paperwork and things of that matter. So I'm still involved. And if anybody did a review on the actual event, the Chrome 23 event, I do what I want. Call in or you know, give me the name of their platform so that I can promote them. I want to focus on the T. The T. I'm saying she has left Papoose. I have no firsthand knowledge. This is my theory, my assumption. She hung in there as long as she could. Neither one of them are doing too much talking. And that goddamn video, the video when he's Eazy, he's moving towards her, like, you know, getting ready to, like, you know, kiss her or something. And she said, the camera. A picture speaks 1,000 words. Okay, yes, folks, we're not talking about Jeezy tonight, but thank you, Andre. I don't feel sorry for Jeezy. I think he got caught lacking, you know. Blade, I got your donation. Blade says, I'm not an FBA myself. And I say, hell yes, Drake should apologize. Has that half... Oh, okay, you're talking about the small hats. Oh, he would never say anything about the small hats. Absolutely not. Now, I think the line is hot... But is it a violation? I don't know. You see, I'm not going to sit here at my age. Yo, this got to stop. And then you guys say, yo, it's just a song. If you're just now joining me, Drake has a line on the new track with SZA. The track is called "Slime You Out." It's kind of fire. And early in the song, Drake says, "Whip done changed you like American slaves. Act like you're not used to Sheraton ways." Can I get some FBA people on the line tonight? Blade, we'll talk about DJ Envy and Cesar Pina later. And folks, if you're not up to speed, in my community section is a video from News 12. They did an investigation story on Envy and Cesar Pina and Jennifer. Well, they didn't mention Jennifer in the story, but trust me, I'm working with the feds and the Department of Justice, and I gave them all sorts of information on her. She just filed for bankruptcy. Area code 424. Good evening. It's a Tea Sipper special.
Hey, what's up, Star?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's up, Star, man? I'm back, man, from Bridgeport, man. I'm back.
Okay. I don't remember you, sir, but what's cracking? Let's get to it.
Kevlar G from Bridgeport, man.
Yeah, okay.
Hey,
I don't know you, sir, but let's get right to it.
Huh?
Continue, sir. Go ahead. Where you going?
All right, listen. I fuck with battle rap. And Geechee, Illumagati is the guy, man. Yeah. It's Illumagati, man. It's put respect on that nigga's name, man. Yeah. When you talk about...
Sir, can you fix your phone, please? You're doing a little too much. We want to hear you. You're calling... hold on a second. Okay, thank you, Deeds. Thank you. Sir, can you hear us? You good?
Yeah, you can hear me?
Go ahead. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about the battle, man. The battle was crazy. I give it up for 2023. The next battle we need to see is Pat versus Eazy. We need to see Pat versus Eazy. We need to let Pat get a couple 3 rounds.
Okay, sir, you're high and your phone sounds like shit, but thank you. What did he say? A battle with Pat versus Eazy. We better hope, Papoose doesn't pull out the calico with the double action and shoot up a goddamn Chrome 23 event. We better hope he doesn't run up on stage and make the sig squirt. Papoose ain't battling nobody. Hey, Shanice, I got your donation. Oh, thank you, darling. Call in if you like, okay? Okay? Okay. Let's go to area. I think this is a call from overseas. Hang on a second. Are you calling in from Germany? Good evening.
Yes. Hi, Star. I'm calling from a German number, but I'm from the UK, man. What's up? I called you ages ago, but what's up,
Okay.
man?
What's up, man? How are you?
Yeah.
It's cracking.
I'm very good, thank you. I'm very good. Yeah, I just wanted to jump on the Papoose situation. I just think, there's a time in men's life when, it's a vicious cycle, you get married and you stop doing the things that you used to do as an alpha male. You ease up on the gym. Mm-hmm. You ease up on the getting money. You start thinking, let me build my family. Mm. And the woman's perspective of you has changed now.
Right.
You're not that alpha that she considered you as.
Right.
You see, so now she's in the midst of battle rap. She sees a young guy emerging, coming up, a gangster nigga.
Yeah.
It was an easy decision to make. And And Papoose is a street nigga. He don't know nothing about how to handle a woman. You know, he doesn't know nothing about that, in my opinion, from the way he's moving.
Come on.
So I think that, you know, real men know you're not supposed to do all this, put your wife on the pedestal, all this stuff. He's not aware of that. He thought he can just do this fairy tale, hold her down.
Right.
And unfortunately,
Right.
you know, it's come unstuck, man. It's a very bad situation. But I think personally, what he's doing right now, he's laying low. He's probably got an apartment somewhere. His heart is broken. Every man needs to have heartbreak in their life, I believe.
Okay.
Every man needs to go through it for, you know, so you know how to be a savage. So he's in an apartment somewhere, a brownstone, somewhere in New York, collecting his mind, probably, you know, gathering his thoughts. Now he's got new girls, you get me, new things. Do you understand? So that's what I think he's going to do.
So I think he's heartbroken. I think he's still focused on a family, and there's nothing wrong for that. That's not my choice in life, but you know, that's who he is. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
Yeah.
she's from the BX. Hang on. She's from the BX. You know, and I don't want to keep using the B word, but those girls up there, they're like overly grimy, you know. They're worse than Brooklyn and Queens females, you know. So she's on the paper chase. She's on the paper chase. You know, she's held it down with him for, oh my God, it must be, how long have they been together? Troll babies, 15 years, if not more. You know, and you know he's not taking the pussy. He's making love to her. She wants a nigga to take the pussy. Go ahead, come on.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm even suspicious of the way Fat Joe speaks to her. Like, I don't even, the way she moves. Yeah, she seems like one of them women that she.
Fat Joe?
Actually,
you mean Fat Joe?
Yeah, Fat Joe. Yeah, I don't like the way he speaks to her. It's like,
yeah,
like I can get you at any time, sort of thing. And the way Papoose is just submissive around the situation. But my thing is this: she when there's a telltale sign in this. When a woman is already with a husband,
right.
But then she starts glowing up, doing surgery, BBLs, lightening the skin. What are you doing that for? Why? Why are you doing that?
For the bag.
You know, so you should already know what type of time she's on anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I got to say, man. But Papoose, keep your head up. You know.
But hang on, sir. Before you go, you're from the UK. Del the Funky Homo Sapien. You guys are very, very supportive of real hip hop. Do you know Del's catalog?
Unfortunately, I don't, man. I'm a big fan of Cameron. That's my favorite artist. Dipset. That's my favorite artist.
Gotcha.
I'm like more early 2000s. That's my era. Like,
gotcha.
Just Blaze, Rockefeller.
Okay.
Those sort of times, man. But let me touch on that African slave topic. First of all, I just want to say that we need to stop the division between FBA and African. All black.
No, sir. No, sir. Sir. Are you African? Are you African?
Here we go. Yeah. African descent. Yeah.
Okay. Well, listen, sir. Listen, I appreciate your support, but I've said it before. I'll say it again. I've never met an African with good intentions. Let me say it again. I've never met an African with good intentions. So now, what are you saying? Oh, we let it go, let slavery go. Well, then, goddamn it, stop talking about it.
No, I'm not saying that.
Well, why is Drake?
I'm not saying that.
Why is Drake bringing
I'm
it
not
up?
saying that.
Why is he bringing up American slaves? He's not from America. He's half.
I think you know what?
Come on.
I think the American experience is unique to Americans. So you can't just discount slavery and say let it go. You can't say that about any other, genocide. You can't say that about it. So that's my opinion. But I think that America, what's different between America, UK, and Europe is that we actually call mixed race people mixed race. It's like a category of race. We acknowledge both sides. Whereas in America, mixed race people are seen as black. So Drake is technically black. So he has every right to say his opinion. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. But I personally sympathize with it. I understand, it's a unique experience to Americans, but I'm not one of them Africans that are going to say, forget about it.
Well, listen, sir, I appreciate you, but you see, I know your history. I know the brutal the brutal way that Africans have gotten down since the dawn of time. You don't give a shit about anybody's complexion. It's all about tribes. Mansa Musa did not give a fuck about anybody who was beneath him. Okay?
Brother, a nigga in America will go to a family dinner, a Thanksgiving dinner.
Right.
He'll tell him, "Oh yeah, I just got 5 bricks in my bag." He said, "What? 5 bricks right there?" Shoot him after the Thanksgiving dinner.
Right.
Take those 5 bricks and sell it. And we're talking about what Africans did back in 1,000 years ago.
Right.
Come on, man. This is property.
Thank you for keeping it real. Thank you, sir. Gotta go. Gotta go. Thank you.
Right,
Thank you.
Right,
Yes, sir.
no.
Okay. Foundational Black Americans stay on everybody's neck. What do we say? Well, half of me. What do we say? We have no allies or something like that. DJ Dooya. Oh, DJ Dooya says peace, Star. Drake has mentioned the small hats. Well, okay. Well, he's half small hat. His mother is small hat, so that's how he gets a pass. But you see, what he's not telling, or what he's not saying about the small hats is something he's saying, about American slavery. It's very different how he phrases it. But thank you for tapping in. And DJ Dooya, excuse me, do you want your banner back in the rotation? Let me know, okay? Okay. Hold on a second. Okay, and I got your donation. Thank you, DJ Dooya. Okay, all right. Who just sent a donation? Brooklyn Crook. Okay, salute. Thank you. Star respects the. Okay. Let me also mention this, folks. If anyone has been blocked in the live chat, send me an email. We had to take a wrench away from a sponsor. He was blocking people. I guess he was getting in his feelings. We do not censor the live chat. If you have been blocked, send me an email. You should have my email address, thehater1964@yahoo.com, okay? And for a small fee, I'll set you free. I can't control that stuff. I don't wear my contacts during the show, right? But send the email. Firestarter, got your donation. Thank you. Firestarter, send me a link. I'm so off of that topic. Send me a link. I don't care, but thank you, man. Just send a link, all right? Send it via email. 105 fam says 340 on the line, big nigga. Okay, where are you? 340. Let's get you in here. I don't see 340. 340 where? So the area code? I see 646-347-973. I do not see 340. Florida Boy J, is that you, sir, tapping in on a Tuesday? Florida Boy J.
Hey, man, real niggas in the building. I'm hearing these tea-sipping London tethers on the line, keying. Africans keying when you bring up. It's time for some FBA business stuff.
Let's
Where
go.
We want to start off?
Let's go. Wherever you want to start.
So first, let's just start off with the obvious. You know what I'm saying? We got to disown Drake. It's time for Black Americans. It's time for Americans. Got to disown Drake, man. The time has come. This nigga's pushing 40. He's about his 15th album. It's time to let this nigga go. You're making Black American slave references, changing. We can't do that. We can't do that. All the women that's been simping for Drake, all the men who's been simping, all the light-skinned, waffle-colored niggas walk around here with open-toed sandals. You gotta lay it down. You can't have niggas like Drake, Nicki Minaj, other people who are not Black Americans using our pain as lyrics in bars to sell records. That's something that can't happen. Drake needs to have an apology. When his album comes out, that verse needs to be altered or removed. If Beyonce has to change her lyrics for saying spazzing on the ass, then at least
Michael Jackson, they had to go back and edit, his track once.
Yeah, and they don't care about us.
They don't care about us. Yeah.
So as much money as he's made off our community, I feel like the least he can do is offer an apology and change the verse. and Black Americans need to be on his case until he does so. And anybody who's not Black American needs to shut their ass up and speak on another topic. We don't want to hear about your tea-sipping ass coming on this line talking about we just one big nigga and what we do over here. Don't worry about what we do over here.
I hear what you're saying, and it sounds hot. It sounds hot, respectfully. But is Drake bigger than hip-hop? Is Drake bigger than R&B? When you know, I saw Drake live, I think it was 2010, Tufts University in Massachusetts. I was on the lawn. I had my girlfriend. She was loving the concert. She was 24 at that time. And his band was great. This is in the early days of his career. But is he bigger now than hip hop and R&B? Does he even need to acknowledge a line such as this one? In your opinion?
My opinion, the reason why he's not bigger than hip hop and R&B is because if that was a true statement that he was, Pusha T wouldn't have been able to give him a black eye the way he did. Meek Mill wouldn't have been able to put a stain on his jacket the way he did. When you're not connected to hip hop and black culture, you're like a Taylor Swift. You're like one of these artists, a Bad Bunny. Maybe The Weeknd can detach himself from black culture and black music. When it comes down to a Drake, no way. He has chinks in his armor because black people have called him out historically. So no, I can't.
I have to jump in. What did Meek Mill do to Drake? If anything, Drake put a nail in his coffin. Meek Mill hasn't been the same since. What are you talking about?
Drake, before Meek Mill came out and said Quentin Miller writes your raps, when Drake dropped If You Read It's Too Late with the bars and the energy he had on that album, before the Ghostwriter rumors came out, niggas was saying Drake is untouchable. Niggas was saying Drake is that nigga until the Ghostwriter rumors came out. When Meek Mill said that, hip-hop, black culture, who write your bars, be real about it, put a stain on his jacket till to this day he can't wipe off because real MCs do not count Drake as a real rapper because of what Meek Mill said. A black American.
I hear you.
Right or wrong?
Hang on. I hear you, but honestly, nobody cares about whether Quentin Miller wrote something for Drake. Drake sells a gazillion fucking units, streams. I don't think that affected him at all. But listen, you're entitled to your opinion. But listen, the track with him and SZA, you heard it? What do you think? I like it.
Yeah, it's a cool track. After I got past the black American hysteria with the slave comment, the song is cool. I like the way he broke it down in seasons and months. I'm a Drake I'm a Drake supporter. I've been to his concerts before. It doesn't even like going to a Drake concert. It was like just going to like a Bible revival because it's blind, crippled, crazy, 8 to 80, white, black, everybody's in the audience.
Gotcha.
He has a wide demographic.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
I like the song though.
Okay. All right. I want to get back to the main topic. Remy Ma, I'm saying she has left Papoose. Do you blame her? What are your thoughts? We have to give Geechee Gotti his credit. They had an event, Chrome 23 in Philly on the 16th. I Do What I Want. Geechee Gotti versus Eazy the Block Captain. I think it was a 2-1. A lot of people are saying that Geechee Gotti 3-0'd Eazy the Block Captain. He was spitting bars, not just talking to Eazy the Block Captain, but to Remy in her face. And I think she has officially left Papoose. What say you, Florida Boy J?
Yeah, my point is that's exactly why you really can't trust no nigga bitch and trying to hold her down, because you seen on the camera she was getting cozy with dude, or they're about to have some type of conversation, and she pointed to the camera behind him, kind of like, hey, there's somebody behind you. You know what I'm saying? There's the camera, watch out, and he had to clean it up. So I think that was a little bit of exposure on the part of maybe their relationship. And number two, Papoose, he held her down. He was a real nigga, quote unquote. And look what he got. She got a bag. She got a job. She gets some clout, and now she's moving on. I think this is exactly why black love is a myth. I've been trying to tell y'all niggas, you're holding down old girls, thought Papoose was doing right, and look what happened. Papoose got.
Did you see the battle or any of it, Florida Boy J? Did you watch any of the the exchange?
Yeah, I seen a little bit of it, but I wasn't too impressed. I mean, like battle rap, I try to stay engaged. I try to watch it a lot. Mm-hmm. Well, I really too much impressed by the battle. Like I said before, Black Love is a myth, and Papoose should have got the.
I just sent you a text, Florida Boy Jay. I just sent you a text. Make sure you acknowledge the text I just sent you. And hold on a second. Stay with me. Stay with me. Bernice, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Are you calling in? What area code? I need to know what area code. Gregory, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Clarice, I got your donation as well. Okay, guys, the number's on the screen. You see it right there. Florida Boy Jay, back to you. This is a tea sipper special. This is big, man. This is the end. I'm saying. I mean, I have no solid proof, but we've just seen Jeezy file for divorce from Jeannie Mai. I think they've been together for too many years. I think the loving is gone. She's still chasing the bag. Finish up, please, Florida Boy Jay.
Yeah, like I said before, I just think when you try to hold somebody down and you're trying to, win a morale battle, and it's on some shit it's on some stuff where it's like, oh, he's doing the right thing. He stuck with her through prison, and now she can move on. Or what's this new thing women been saying? Outgrown the marriage, or outgrown the relationship. This is exactly why niggas need to be cheating, and men need to do what they need to do. Today, these women can say they outgrown a relationship. You don't put blood, sweat, and tears in, and nobody's gonna do nothing about it. Papoose don't get.
But at the same time, you're not even 30 yet. So I mean, in reality, you have these.
No, I'm 30.
Oh, you're 30 now? Okay. So,
yeah.
You're not a father. You've never been married. You did say that when the bag got different, I got different. So this hardline view that you have, this is your opinion. Could you be wrong? I always like to ask people, could you be wrong about this, your assessment?
Personally, I'm going to say absolutely not. I'm not wrong, and I don't feel like I can be wrong because I've seen firsthand what divorces do. I've seen firsthand niggas with the bag, with money, resources, still, their woman leaves them. I've still seen men hold certain women down, hold the family down, be a good father, supportive, active, present, and the woman still feels like, hey, I'm leaving him. I've outgrown him. I've evolved. Now I need to take whatever I can.
Do you believe in love? Florida Boy Jay, do you believe in love?
Yes, I believe love is a rarity, and you need to be going in with a business mindset more than a loving mindset because you could fall out of love.
Got you. Okay. I have to take other calls. Brand new video you just posted, and the link is in my community section, yes?
Absolutely. They in there hating again. They hating on the $800 Nike Off-White, the rookie Deion Sanders jersey from Atlanta. You know how they do. So I was going to bust out their rent money this time, but I don't
As they should.
Thing,
As they should, yeah.
Right.
Good to talk
All right,
to you,
man. Have a great show.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay. All right. Florida Boy Jay tapping in. Folks, I'm saying Remy Ma has left Papoose. Send me a cease and desist. We'll deal with it like that. I was talking to some industry insiders today, and I'm not going to call her out of her name. I think that Papoose, good guy that he is, I think that, he wants something different. She clearly is still chasing the bag. She lost a lot of time in the penitentiary, He's got himself a good job now. TuneCore, yes. Isn't he head of the rap division? Is it TuneCore? I forget. Let me double check that. Guys, sit tight on the phones. Is it TuneCore? Yeah, TuneCore. People still fuck with that? That's like Patreon. Who pays for Patreon these days? Lex Diamond's got your donation. He says, salute fam. Drake is the real plant. Ooh. Is Sexy Red still on tour with Drake? Not that I'm wishing it, but can Drake be canceled, or is he's too big? Thank you, Lex Diamonds, for your donation. Jason, I got your donation. Scotch Plains in the house. Okay. All right. Oh, sir, if you're spelling Scotch Plains, it's capital S, capital P. You know, come on, all Eddie Bonnick shit, man. It's, you know, I appreciate the donation, but it's Scotch Plains, capital S, capital P. All right. Thank you for your donation. Jamal got your donation. Yes, MF Doom did overshadow Dell. Hashtag Doom is great. Okay. I can respect that. I can respect that. I can really respect that because Dante's an old friend. He signed KMD, Brand Nubian, Leaders of the New School. Oh, God, so many I'm forgetting. And they never really connected, KMD. You guys know the story, but, you know, again, and it's because I've traveled, not just because I'm just pulling something out of the fucking sky. I was there in the Bay, going to the clubs. I mean, that was my job, to talk to the DJs, to promote the groups that I was promoting. You know, the groups, Kings of Swing, Layla Hathaway, Ziggy Marley, Redhead Kingpin, Kid Frost, you know. I think he's very underrated, Del the Funky Homo Sapien, and I'm surprised that his name is not mentioned when people talk about, you know, the top 50 greatest MCs. I'm like, why is he not mentioned? Errol, I got your donation. Okay. Number 9, high school crush got DP'd in the locker room. Okay, sir. Number 9 is not on the line tonight, but thank you for your donation. Rastafari Ministries, thank you for tapping in, sir. Okay. New Jersey Mac, I got your donation. Thank you for your support. And Crown, are you calling in? Okay. Well, Crown, that's not my topic tonight, but, you know, maybe I'll discuss that tomorrow. Send me a link. Just send the link via email. I'm going to stay focused, man. I'm saying Remy Ma has officially left Papoose. That's what I'm saying. Send that cease and desist up in here. Then we'll figure it out then. Area code 272. Good evening. Are you there? 272. Tuesday night. Yes, no, maybe. Are you ready? Am I on speakerphone? Am I on hold? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Got to go. Thank you. Okay. Folks, I cannot wait for you to pick up the lines. Go to area code 973. Good evening. Are you there? 973. This is a tea sipper special.
Yes, sir. Good evening. How you doing, brother?
Good. I'm not sure.
Oh, no, you don't like brother. Yeah. Sorry, yeah, my bad. I forgot.
Okay. Where do you want to start, sir? Where do you want to start?
Yeah. So the Papoose Remy situation. So did I overhear you say that she officially has left them?
Well, I'm speculating. I spoke to someone who's very much an insider. I mean, I don't live with them, so I can't say it's official. Yeah. It's official. You know?
Yeah. No, I just took a look at that video you're talking about with the kid, like pointing at the kid. That was crazy. I can't believe that. Like, wow.
Can you repeat that, sir? You saw what video? What video? I'm sorry.
The video where he was attempting to kiss her, like after the battle.
Yeah.
And she pointed at the camera. That was crazy, man.
He was leaning in.
What's going on, man? Like, what's going on out here? You know, all these people divorcing. You got Jenny. You got Ahmad. You got this. Like, what? If I could get your take in short on like what's going on with marriage and intersexual dynamics.
No, sir, you can't get my take. I've been sitting here for a fucking hour. It's your turn. Do you have? Do you have?
Oh, okay. Well, I think. Okay, sorry.
Let's get him out of here. That's a weirdo. It's a tea sipper special. Call in and tell us what you feel. The fuck? What weirdo shit was that? Hamilton got your donation. Remy been gone. He begged her for that lovely child. Absolutely. Yeah. Gave him what he wanted. Now it's over. Wow, yeah. Damn, nigga, you still simping? I think it's been like 15 years. Patrick says Bronx women are demonic in nature. Well, to quote Ice Spice, she said, "We're both from the Bronx, so I know that you dirty." What was that? Oh God, what track was that? I forget. Ice Spice said that, you know. Area code 925. Good evening. A few topics on the table. Please stay on topic. Are you there? 925.
Yep. Yeah, what's up? This is B Nasty out here in the Bay Area.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, man? I'm a battle rapper and a blogger myself, and I just wanted to speak my piece on the Remy Ma situation.
Please.
You a battler?
Hold on a second, sir. Somebody's still on the line. Somebody who I hung up on. Why is that guy still talking? Okay, you there? You there, sir?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I'm a battle rapper. I go by B Nasty. I do a blog. It's Eazy to Be Nasty, EASY, the number 2, BNASTY.
Okay.
And I was speaking on a situation where I think the person that needs to talk right now is Papoose. Like, Papoose needs to come out with a statement, and I think he needs to come out with a statement for a couple reasons. One, this situation has escaped battle rap. Like, battle rap is a niche culture of hip hop, and there's there's so many of us that are involved in that community. When something like this gets out of battle rap and goes into the bigger realm of hip hop media, it becomes a big situation. The kids at school, they hear about it. Kids may be teasing them about it, or it may affect other business situations they got going on. So I think if Papoose is still with Remy or not, whatever, he needs to come out and make a statement so we could hear his side of the story, so we could see what's going on, you know what I'm saying? But then I was thinking to myself, if he doesn't do that, I think I figured out what Papoose is doing. He's about to drop an album. That is what I have concluded.
Okay, sir, I was letting you talk, but that's like the lamest assessment of what's going on with Papoose and Remy Ma. Are you serious? The man is being hang on. The man is being embarrassed worldwide over his marriage, and you think it's about a fucking dropping music? Are you serious?
If he doesn't say something, like, what else could it be? You know, like, I think he needs to say something. That was what I led with. Is I think that I think that he needs to correct the situation, and if he doesn't, it's like, why isn't he correcting it? And then I'm like,
is he a simp, sir? Is he home crying in a bowl of fucking Rice Krispies?
I wouldn't call him that. No, I wouldn't.
Let's get you out of here. You know, that's like the weakest excuse that people make sometimes. Oh, they're dropping the new music. Jesus. Said he was from the Bay. I wanted to talk to him about Del the Funky Homo Sapien. Promoting and shit. Weird as fuck. Hold on a second, guys. You know, that would be nice if somebody clapped back at Drake, but, you know, most people in the entertainment industry are trying to salvage relationships, you know, make connections. So I don't think anybody's going to take shots at Drake. Is it that serious? Maybe it's not that deep, Blade. Maybe it's not. Maybe we should move on from Drake. Nobody cares. It's a new track. It's just music. There's my email address on the screen, guys. Also, if you have been blocked in the live chat, I don't look in the live chat. I'm looking at, you know, two big ass goddamn desktops here. I don't know what's going on in there, but I do glance over if I see the super chat notifications. But if you have been blocked, reach out via email, and we'll see about getting you unblocked. As I said earlier, we had a sponsor who was blocking people. Can't do that. And if you're a sponsor, please do not spam the live chat either, okay? Guys, sit tight. Somebody sent me a text message. Okay, they've been married for 15 years. Okay, Remy and Papoose. They met in 2004. When did she go to prison? I forget. Because they got married before she went to prison. Yes, no? I forget all this stuff. I didn't watch that hip-hop, Love and Hip-Hop nonsense. They tried to get me on that show one time. Love and Hip-Hop. I took a meeting. I always take meetings. I don't even want to tell you about the meeting, but I took the meeting. Hang on a second. Skylar Saunders, are you there, sir? Area code 302. Good evening, Skylar. What's cracking?
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm great, man. What's cracking with you?
I'm doing well. I wanted to address what that caller, the weirdo, was saying. He wanted you to say. I can say it myself about the divorces and the separations.
Come on.
It's very simple. You get starry-eyed, you get weak at the knees, you get overwhelmed, your heart starts fluttering, and you run into marriage, and you can be married for as long as 15 years, you can be as long as 50 years, and then you can get divorced or separate. It's because it could be because of infidelity, it could be because you had bad chemistry to begin with, and it just didn't work out. It just didn't pan out because you had emotions ahead of business.
Okay. To be fair and to be objective, I'm not just going to kick Remy's back in, and say she's for the streets. I don't know if she is, and it's none of my goddamn business. But he appears to be a nice guy, Papoose. I mean, the time that he and I were talking, I forget what year that was, maybe 2013 or something like that, in a club in Pennsylvania. I said, hey, man, take my number. If I go too far left, holler at me. And he just said, no, we good. I said, okay, well, not that he had to yo, motherfucker, just, I've always given Remy some bars, just not to be disrespectful, but I want to make sure that she's giving us her best, because when she came home, she was spitting trash. She got up on a remix with Dej Loaf. That was trash. Then she did something else. That was trash. And I said, damn, she's been locked down for over 7 years and came out spitting trash. But do you think that there was ever chemistry? Like you said, maybe he just, maybe he was pushing for this thing and she just played her position as Bronx girls can do.
Right. I think it just comes down as a business thing. They didn't see it as a merger. That's what marriage is. It's a merger of two companies. That's what you are. They didn't see it as a business. That's why I see it as.
Okay. But you yourself had never been married, right? So you don't really know for sure.
Never.
Right.
No.
Okay.
Never.
Okay. Hey, man, tell us about your new video that you posted. It's in my community section, please.
Yes. In your community section, you will see it. It's a popcorn story. It's entertainment, purely entertainment. It's about Soulja Boy's chain breaking on stage, and I have to make this very clear. His jewelry is real. He has real jewelry. He has at least $18,000 worth of jewelry. But the catch is he was wearing so much of it that it actually broke and it got worn down when he was hopping up and down performing the song "Kiss Me Through the Phone." And the reason why I say that his jewelry is real because his lawyer broke down all his assets. He has 2 Lamborghinis, Ferrari, and a Land Rover, and he doesn't want to liquidate those because they're part of the entertainment.
Skylar, I hear you, man. I hear you, but most lawyers are liars, man. But your videos,
it sounds like it, right?
Come on,
lawyer.
Okay. If anything, in my opinion, Soulja Boy is now the first rapper to be on stage with fake jewelry, and it fell apart. But your videos in my community section. Thank you, man. Thank you.
I appreciate it, sir.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you. Soulja Boy's lawyer is speaking up. Fuck out of here. Anybody remember when my homie Gilly used to go around with a diamond tester? Gilly used to go around with a diamond. What was that? Maybe like a decade ago, and test people's diamonds on the spot. He was the last nigga you wanted to see. If your shit was slum. Okay. Deeds is saying Papoose proposed while Remy was in prison. She was sentenced in 2008. I heard they got married before she went in, Deeds. Can anyone confirm? Deeds says Papoose proposed while Remy was in prison. I heard that they got married before she went in. She told him everything he needed to hear. Of course she did. She's locked up, you know. Oh, her edges were fucked up when she was locked up. Anybody? She had a ponytail. Her hair was that long. Don't get mad at me. This is a tea sipper special. Where's all the females to call in? Call in and talk about this shit. Okay. And Jamal, I got your donation, sir. Are you calling in? Jeannie Mai allegedly smashing Mario Lopez. Yeah, I saw that. That's a speculation. We don't know, and I don't really give a shit. In my opinion, and I'll go back. This is a tea sipper special. Thank you, Jamal, for your donation. I think that Eazy got caught lacking. He got caught lacking. He thought he had something light, bright, almost white, you know, and thought she was something special. And then that fucking mouth kicked in. And she tried him. She probably tried him. She tried him. And you see, if you do too much, you know, grandstand, can I just, let me just go balls deep here for a second. I'll edit this part out. If you do too much grandstanding with a bitch, right? And you're propping the bitch up too much, you may lose yourself. And in the process, you can't regulate when it's time to regulate. And she's got a mouth. I did see that. She one of those clips, because I never watched that trash show that she was on. She's got a mouth, and I saw her say she had a temper. Yes, troll babies, she herself said she had a temper. So she's flexing, thinking she's white. Oh, you know, they love to code switch. And him being a South Carolina and a Georgia nigga, because he was born in South Carolina, then he was raised in Georgia. He should have known not to punch her, not to give her a forearm smash, but to grab her by her fucking neck, apply pressure lightly, right by the esophagus with your thumb, let her gasp for air, and then you look at her and you say, "You got your mind right? You got your mind right." He couldn't do that. Folks, I see a lot of calls here. Give me a second. I'm going to Cash App and PayPal and Super Chat first, okay? Smoke Screen, I got your donation. Okay, he's talking crazy here. Wait a second. This is what I'm talking about, folks. This is a tea sipper special. Smoke Screen says, TMZ is reporting that Eazy came home one night and went down into the basement and caught Jeannie's family bootlegging his last album. The check-in report. Good to have you on board, sir. Do you want to call in? Check-in report. He says FBA may have to put the pressure on Drake, especially if 20,000 white fans are going to recite that line at every concert. Facts! The check-in report. Where are you, sir? Just send an email and say I'm on the line. Let's promote your platform. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's not whether it's a song. Oh, it's just a song. It's not that serious. And people are always saying, oh, you know, just forget slavery. Let it go. Let it go. Okay, well, why do you keep bringing it up? I'm talking about other people from other cultures. Why do you keep bringing it up? If it's over, if it's not a big deal, why does Akon go on fucking interviews and say, just let it go? You know, whatever Akon says with his goofy ass. Oh, he's game goofy with a fucking rug on his head. Let me go to area code 347. You've been on hold for a while. Good evening. 347. Are you there? Are you ready?
What up?
Yes, sir.
What up?
What up?
How you? Yo, this G. Listen, people forget that Drake had pictures exposed of him in blackface some years ago. You remember that?
I remember that, sir, but can you fix whatever's echoing in the background, please?
Oh, okay. My bad.
Okay.
I had you on speaker because I was waiting. Yeah, he was in blackface. That right there showed you who he was.
Okay.
And we too forgiving.
Mm-hmm.
We too forgiving as black folks, American blacks. We forgive too much. Oh, he sell records, he stream music.
Right.
He's this, he's that. We let that mean more to us than what the violation is. You know what I mean? And then,
sir, you've got to turn that down in the background. Seriously, it's echoing. Come on.
Okay, my bad.
How you doing, man?
My bad.
Killing me here. Come on.
My fault. I don't want to kill you, Star. Even though I got to take you back to 91 in a minute, but I'm going to get to that in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, so Drake, he already showed us who he is. So I don't know why everybody's so surprised at this line right here. But I don't think we should overlook this. Everybody wants us to let slavery go and all that. Everybody whose ancestors wasn't affected by it wants us to let it go. You know what I mean? It's over. I don't agree with that.
Okay, so here we are. It's out there. Now what? It's out there. Now what? Yes, we remember the blackface. Yes, we remember I never watched that Degrassi stuff, but there's an episode where another guy grabbed Drake's ass, and then Drake goes to his locker. He opens the locker, and a bunch of gay porn magazines fall out. Well, we know all that. Now what? Drake has said what he said. I'll read it to you again in case you don't know. Whip done change you like American slaves. Act like you're not used to Sheraton ways. The new track with SZA, it's fire. Now what, sir? What are you gonna do about it?
See, a fire track shouldn't supersede of you know a line like that. It shouldn't. He's late. To me,
I hear you, sir.
Rock.
I hear you. The question,
Rock.
Excuse me. The question is, what are you gonna do about it?
What I'm gonna do about it? I don't even really fuck with Drake like that. But I'm just saying, people should.
Sir, I'm gonna ask you again. We're not going back to 91 if you can't at least answer the question.
I ain't gonna do nothing about it.
Okay, thank you, sir. All right. I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but you sound like a knowledgeable man. There has to be some type of plan of action, and if people are really upset, doesn't bother me, to be honest with you, I think most people have accepted him as, a musical artist. Do I think it's a violation? Yes. Let me just be clear. I think it's a violation. You have to protect your culture. You have to. Other people protect their cultures. Oh, I'll take you back in case you don't know the story. When Michael Jackson put out that track, they don't care about us. You know the line. I will not be repeating it here. A group of mothers, a group of small hat mothers, no more than 10, I think it was actually 6 to be precise, went up to Epic and Sony, demanded to see executives, waited in the lobby. Buddy of mine was head of A&R at the time at Sony. They got upstairs, access upstairs. The next thing you know, it was a story that they will be editing out that goddamn part. What are you going to do about it, if anything? Hold on a second. Salute to my homie, Sadat X from Brand Nubian. I got your donation. Salute, homie. Respect as always. And Deeds has sent me, Deeds sent me a link from Okay, the Jasmine brand. Okay, this is an official platform, the Jasmine brand. Papoose and Remy Ma celebrate 14 years. When did this come out? Okay, this came out in 2022, to be precise. Look at Pap, cheesing. Nigga got a Kool-Aid smile. She's got her head on his shoulder. This my hero. Oh no. Oh no, there's a picture of Papoose on one knee. I didn't know about that. Damn, Pap. December the 14th, 2015. Nigga on one knee. You guys know about this? No disrespect. I know that's the mother of his beautiful seed, but Pap got down on one knee for a Bronx girl. Oh, I'll say no more, niggas. Oh my goodness. Area code 305. Are you there? Good evening. Good evening. Jesus, man.
Rastafari.
Yes, sir. Is this Rastafari Ministries?
Yes, sir.
Good to hear from you, man. What's cracking? How are you?
To hear from you. Give thanks for life and health.
Yeah.
And prosperity.
Where do you want to start, sir?
Drake, you don't even need a crowd. You don't even need just like how those 10 mothers went up there to that record company.
I think it was 5. I think it was 5, to be honest with you.
You don't need much. You just need a letter from FBA.
Yeah.
And from, the reparations committee in the Caribbean as well. Because we're all on one boat. We just got dropped off different places.
Come on.
I support everything FBA does. King Charles owes my people money because that's who enslaved us in the islands in Jamaica. But many of us were sent to America, then shipped out. So it was all one conglomerate. It was a group effort. You know what I mean? Everybody invested into slavery.
Can I give you a little pushback, Rastafari Ministries? And I respect your opinion, your knowledge.
I'm talking about from a historical point of view, not an emotional point.
Okay. I'm not too sure about Jamaica being owed anywhere near the equivalent of reparations for American blacks, because hang on, if I can just get my point across, please, because for hundreds of years, Jamaicans took pride in saying, "Oh no, I'm not a slave. I'm an indentured servant," right? That's what they chose to say.
That is a false narrative.
Well.
Remember, those are white Jamaicans. A lot of them are white Jamaicans.
Hang on.
The grassroots of Jamaica never said that.
Okay. Well, now hang on. If I can just finish my point, and then I'll give you the final word here. But now, Derby's Dose was created in Jamaica. Jamaicans were doing that to other Jamaicans. Yes.
No, sir. That was a slave plantation. I mean, the village I was raised in and born in was a former slave village. You had Bucky Massa. Bucky Massa was mainly the Irish.
No. My question. My question was, Derby's Dose originated in Jamaica. That's a fact, sir. You do know that, yes?
The slave master is the one who originated Derby's Dose and the buck breaking.
Okay, but it was
other slaves.
It was Jamaicans. Hang on, it was
those are Africans.
It was African. Whatever. Slaves in Jamaica were the ones who were, not to be too graphic, and you guys can Google Derby's Dose. I don't want to say what they were doing to each other. That's a Jamaican thing. So combined with being indentured servants,
That's a British thing. Jamaicans didn't Africans. The African population did not introduce that to themselves. They were enslaved, and in order to survive, there were those who were recruited and chose to actually implement that and to carry it out in order to be a little bit higher in the food chain. Yes, but the blame needs to be done to the one who implemented that, the one who actually organized Derby's dose, the one who actually put that as a slave punishment, as a form of controlling the slave, just like the buck breaking. African population that came to Jamaica didn't bring that from Africa. Those were the British and the Spaniards.
Well, let me just say this with regards to Derby's dose.
You were slaves, so in order for
with
you
regards to Derby's dose here in America, FBA people were like, "You want me to do what? To who? Fuck out of here! Kill me!" Come on, let's go.
There was. Remember, Jamaica's where they brought the Africans to be buck break,
right.
And they also will buck break here in the United States as well.
Okay.
You know, a lot of shameful things were done, and I don't blame my ancestors for that,
right,
because me and you never really went through slavery.
Of course.
I mean, a lot of these sexual things that we find that you see now were things that were punishments. Like opening the mouths of a wife of when they found an
Easy. Don't describe it. Don't describe it. Don't describe it. Go ahead.
They desiccated.
Yeah.
In the mouths of
you can't describe it. I just said please don't describe it. Don't describe it.
Oh, I wasn't graphic.
Don't describe it at all, or else I gotta cut the conversation.
I'm not gonna describe.
Okay. All right. So with regards to, I want to stay on topic here. Remy Ma and Papoose. This is a tea sipper special tonight. Your thoughts? I'm saying that it's over. She's moved on. I'm saying the Eazy the block captain is busting her cheeks. What say you? I'm going there.
Look, the courting of that goes on prior to marriage, that art form has been lost. I say courting because it's more of an African understanding that, look, during slavery, I mean prior to slavery, before we were enslaved, the courting of marriages were done by the villagers.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It was done by the villagers, and it was done in the sense of by the villagers due to the fact that you had to know who was getting married and if they were compatible.
Yeah.
You had to be from the same tribe. You had to be from the same community. You had to know the family. A lot of people are marrying people that they have no history of.
Good point.
My first marriage was ruined. My first marriage didn't work because, and my parents even told me that's not going to work out. We don't know this girl. We don't even know her family.
Right.
My second marriage has been, fingers crossed, it's been working out much better because I know the individual. We basically grew up in the same village. So there's a lot of familiarities. And because of that, there's a lot of accountability with that, meaning that you have to, in that form of marriage, she's going to be ashamed if the marriage is destroyed because there are family connections there where her family know my family and we're from the same village. So there's a lot goes into play if that marriage breaks.
If I can ask you to bring it more up to date, please. Can you bring it more up to date? Remy Ma, Papoose.
To bring it more up to date is that we are because we're living in the American society, we have lost that village concept that we used to have in the South.
Okay.
Like in the Geechee areas, in the Geechee communities in the South, and in the various communities like where your dad came. There was more of a village environment where you knew who you were dealing with.
Okay.
You had an idea. It doesn't mean it was going to work out perfectly, but you had a better chance of that marriage surviving.
Okay.
Because you came from the same area. You were familiar. The parents, they knew the individual, knew the family, and that young lady and that young man knew that they would shame each of their family if they didn't try to make it work.
All right. Rastafari Ministries, I have to go. I appreciate you tapping in. Anything else you want to say in closing? I'll give you 15 seconds, please. Anything else?
Peace, health, and prosperity, bro.
Thank you, sir.
To everyone.
Thank you so much.
Listening.
Yes, sir.
All right, one.
Okay. It's over. Remy has left Papoose. I got the call, industry insider call. And I told the person, I said, if I get a lawsuit, I am going to say, you told me. Folks, you always have to have a source. You always have to have a source. Don't just get up on the microphone and be saying shit, you know. Oh, and Papoose, if you want this video down, just reach out to me. This video will come down. Out of here. I want females on the line tonight. Come on, it's a tea sipper special. Jesus. Area code 718. Good evening. Are you there? 718 Tuesday.
Hello.
Yes. Good evening.
Hello.
Hey.
Star.
I'm here.
Hey. That's messed up if Remy Ma cheated on Papoose.
Okay. I want to hear what you're saying. Can I ask you to get off of your Puerto Rican headset? It sounds like shit. I want to hear what you're saying. Come on, baby.
It's not Puerto Rican.
Well,
it's Dominican. Hold on.
Okay. Well, tomato. It sounds bad, mommy. I want to hear what you're saying. Please.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm just joking.
Okay.
Can you hear me better now?
There you go. You sound great. What's cracking, girl? Come on.
No, I mean, I don't know what the dynamic is in their relationship, but I mean, Papoose supported her all those years.
Right.
What is it like for a man to go to prison? He went there every day. Every day he visited her while she was in prison.
I don't think it was every day, babe. I think you were.
It was every day. It was. I swear to God. I've listened to multiple interviews where he said he went every day.
Okay, go ahead.
Like,
if you say so, go ahead.
So it may not be 7 days a week, but he went 6 days a week. Like, he went as much as he could. They had conjugal visits.
Mm-hmm.
When they couldn't have conjugal visits, like, they got married over the phone in jail.
Okay.
When she was in jail, they got married over the phone. That's why I called you, because you were asking. I don't know if somebody answered your question.
Go ahead, darling. Go ahead.
They got, huh?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah, they got married. Yeah, they got married over the phone. Like, he's been loyal to her all this time. I mean, I'm not saying. I mean, relationships are hard or whatever, but I'm like, wow, like, how hard to me? It's like, most of the time, if a man is incarcerated, women will be loyal to a man that's incarcerated because we're silly like that. But a man, it's rare to get a man like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I hope.
Are you from the New York tri-state? Who are we talking to?
Yeah, I'm from the Bronx.
Oh, okay. So, you know, she's a go-getter. Bronx girls are go-getters. They're very different from Queens. They didn't grow up in houses unless you're way up there somewhere, you know. But she's from.
Yeah, I grew up in an apartment.
Okay. So Remy.
Co-op City.
Oh, okay. So she's about the bag, and he's a great guy. I don't think he was going to see her every day. I think they may have been on the phone every day, but not going to see her. But that's your story. Okay. So do you?
No, seriously, because I've listened to his interviews over the years, and when they asked him the question, he was like, he literally would drive to Bedford Hills because it's not that far.
Okay, right.
Bedford Hills is like going to Mount Kisco. It's like White Plains. Like, you just go a little bit up the Brewster, up the 687. I mean, I rolled through all of them. I've worked for PepsiCo, all those companies. Like, okay. I know it's not that far of a drive to do it every day. And he did it every day.
Okay, so I'm saying that she has left him, and I'm willing.
That's sad to me.
I'm willing to deal with the cease and desist and take the video down. That's what I'm saying. What say you? You know the story better than me. Come on.
You said what cease and desist and take what video down?
I said I'm willing to deal with a cease and desist if I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. I could be, but I'm willing to take the video down if I get a legal letter. I'm saying she has left him. Papoose, what say you?
Right. Oh, I hear what you're saying. I mean, well, it's been rumored for a while because even when her birthday party, he had Mace come to her birthday party and perform.
I saw that.
Supposedly, I saw people commenting then that their relationship was on the rocks. I didn't want to believe it, but I mean, it's not my business. I don't really. At the end of the day, I don't give a F. It's not my relationship. But I'm just saying, I heard it back then, and I was like, really? Oh, wow. And now that everything's unfolding, and I did hear something because she's doing that freestyle, battle rap thing.
Yeah.
So I did hear some rumors about that about a month or so ago, but I didn't. Anyway, I hope everything works out for him.
Well, now, hang on a second. Do you watch the Chrome 23 battles? The league, with all due respect, it's not popping. It's not popping like that.
Yeah, no, I never tuned into it. I just heard that she was doing some battle rap thing, and I know she's a good battle rapper or whatever. And yeah, I did hear you say that Gloria Velez mollywopped her years ago.
Well, now, hang on. Listen, I'm not trying to clown Remy. I'm just if we're gonna
I'm not
we're gonna talk that real shit. Now, hang on. You're Dominican. How old are you?
I'm not Dominican. I was making a joke.
Oh,
I was making a joke. I'm Black American.
Okay. How old are you, dear?
I'm foundational Black. Okay. I'm FBA.
How old are you, roughly?
But I'm light skinned and I got an attitude.
Okay, as you should. How old are you, darling? How old are you?
51.
You never heard about Remy Ma and Gloria Velez getting it in? There's a video out there. Is it Gloria Velez?
I didn't hear about it at the time. No, I didn't. But I've heard you say it for a couple of times, in the past year or so or whatever. So I believe you. I mean, Gloria don't seem like. Sometimes you think these Puerto Rican chicks or these white chicks can't fight.
Gloria Velez been about that action.
Yeah. Well, she was messing with crazy ass Aaron Hall, so
she used to. Well, I'm not going to disrespect Aaron Hall. That's my guy from way back. But anyway, hey, darling, I appreciate you calling in. Keep me posted if you get some tea. If you get some tea, let us know. But I'm saying she has left him. I'm saying that Eazy the Block Captain is ripping that shit out the frame. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm just saying. My point, I hope that she's making the right decision. Is she jumping out the window? Or what is the issue with her and Pap? Because Pap did seem like he was.
It's over. But
it seemed like he was really caping. Like you say, he got on one knee. Maybe is something wrong with him?
Simp ass nigga.
He got a little penis or something. I don't know.
Okay, easy. Let's not go there.
I'm just wondering because I'm why?
Baby, I don't know. I don't know about the size of his tool. Okay, but thank you for the call. Thank you.
Okay, have a good.
Let's get her out of here. The fuck. Pat, were you simping, my nigga? Guys, I'm looking for Dana. Dana, I'm so sorry. Oh, there's Dana right there. Hold on a second. Dana with the data. Dana.
Yes, can you hear me?
Dana, listen. Feel free, if I don't pick up, if I don't respond to the text, just call the number so it can ring one time. You get carte blanche with me. You can say, hey, I'm on the phone.
Okay, I didn't know. I'm like, well, maybe, he on a different type of time tonight.
No,
so.
I'm sipping, and I'm saying I got to call a very good source. Remy has left Papoose. The nigga's crying.
Yeah, so.
Crying. But he might be on suicide watch for all we know. Come on.
Well, I was calling about Drake, but I do want to touch on Remy Ma because I saw the battle rap via the Shade Room, the clip.
Come on.
But I have another twist to it. I think behind the scenes that Papoose left her, and he probably wanted to keep it quiet, but this is her way of throwing it in his face like, oh, I moved on and I'm going to have you embarrassed by, whatever happened at the battle rap. So maybe he left her because he found out about, her and this other guy. But of course, he's private. He's not going to make a public statement. Mm-hmm. And she just beat him to the punchline and did it. But I'm on Papoose side, and I'm saying that he left her first. But we're just seeing her being messy in the public.
I respect your opinion. That doesn't sound, too far-fetched. Could be possible. Maybe he just got tired of, waiting because, he did want a beautiful seed. I remember that from, what was that trash? They were on Love and Hip Hop or something like that?
Yes. Oh, and I could tell he was always into her more, and I think he loved her more than she ever loved or liked him.
Yeah.
She didn't really even want to have a child with him because he had to beg for that child. And he wasn't going to get another one, you know, after she had the daughter, because she has a son. So he was the one loving her more. And if for a man, you know, I have a son, and I don't want him to be the one running after the woman loving her more. It's either equal or she wants him more, you know. So yeah, I think he left her behind the scenes. But I really wanted to touch on that.
Hang on a second, because this is a tea sipper special. We'll get to Drake shortly, but I just want to say this. You know, and this is where someone from my era, age group, can give insight to the younger generation. Not that I'm a know-it-all, but, you know, if a female doesn't like you and you love her, that's a dangerous place to be in.
Yeah.
If she doesn't like you. If a female likes you, she'll do damn near anything for you. She'll let you slut her out. She'll let you pimp her. She'll do all sorts of shit. If she likes you, she'll let you verbally abuse her. She'll let you put her out 1 o'clock in the morning. You're driving to wherever. You're arguing. You ask her to go get you a fucking Pepsi. She goes into the bodega and you pull off. You turn your phone off. The next day she's calling you.
Where we going?
Because she likes you.
Star. Okay.
Because she, hang on, let me talk my talk.
Okay.
I'm sipping, let me talk my talk. But if she doesn't like you, she'll take your shit from you, your money, your watch. She'll play you like a sucker. She'll even push out a baby. Pushing out a baby is nothing to a bitch. She'll push the baby out and say, here, you raise the little fucking crumb snatcher. I'm busy. If she don't like you.
Right.
I'm saying she left that nigga. Go ahead, Dan. Finish up, and then you want to talk about Drake, his lyrics. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, you listed every negative possibility that a man could do to a woman, all the bad stuff. And I was just going to say that a woman, it is safer for a guy if a woman loves you more or like you more, because if that's the case, she's more submissive and willing for you to lead her, right? If you are a man that has structure and stuff like that. So yeah, I wasn't going down that rabbit hole you was going down.
Well,
but what you were saying is true.
It's all about like.
But
it's all about like. The word love is so confusing, and you know, it's dangerous. You know what I mean? People stay together because they either like or they don't like each other. When you get right down to it, you have to find somebody's bullshit to be cute after, you know, years and years and years. Otherwise, you become annoyed and you say, you know, I'm out of here. Look at Jeezy and Jeannie Mai. I mean, within less than, not even 3 years, Jeezy said, I don't like this bitch. I just don't like her.
Right.
I'm out of here.
Absolutely right.
Okay. Anyway, finish up.
You have a lot of good relationship advice for someone who never been married.
Well,
which is a compliment.
I'm single. I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. I date women, you know.
Right.
But, I'm happy. If I were married, I'd be miserable. But go ahead.
Yeah. Well, as far as Drake, leave Drake alone. I don't see a problem with what he said, because I actually read, and when I say leave Drake alone, I'm talking about everyone who's pushing back against him, the media or whatever. I've read the full paragraph lyric, and he's talking to a bitch who's ungrateful. So he's talking to a woman the way Papoose should have been talking to Remy Ma, reading that whole first paragraph lyric. So people are just pointing out American slaves, whip you like whip and chain you like American slaves. Now,
hang on. Whip done chained you. Whip done changed you like American slaves. Act like you're not used to Sheraton ways. It's a hot line. But he's not American. His father is American, but should he even be making that type of reference in today's day and time to the quote unquote black community audience? that has been great to him. Drake didn't pop off being a white artist at first. That's not how he came up. He came up through Young Money, right?
Yes, and he could say that because he probably was messing around with a black American who was a descendant of enslaved Africans.
Okay.
And if you could sit up here and praise Sexy Red and the Suki Hanas and all the other BS that goes on in hip hop right about now, right?
Okay.
Acting like slave plantation mammy and pappy, why are you upset with this man clapping at an ungrateful bitch? Because he also said, got me wigging on you like arrogant Ty. So he buying her wigs and she don't know how to act when she's at a Sheraton.
Got you.
So yeah.
Okay.
So and this is the thing, stop complaining if somebody used slave or American slave if you are not about that life trying to better yourself in your culture.
Got you. Okay.
You promote BS in black culture. So don't complain when he says 2 words American slaves. Leave Drake alone.
Well, now, hang on, Dana. I have to just respond to this. But now, you and I recently spoke, and you were somewhat bothered by the fact that enough people weren't at the African American Day Parade in Harlem. So, you know, you were pro-black, and now you're giving this Canadian a pass? I'm confused.
Well, let me unconfuse you because
Please.
I was not bothered. I was just...
Oh, you were bothered.
I was like, okay.
Oh, you were bothered. You were bothered. Star, they don't have this parade being streamed nowhere. Black people don't care. That was you.
Okay. My point with that was, and this goes back to the uproar, the fake outrage uproar, because we don't support anything positive about the culture. You had an African Day Parade. Nobody didn't show up. But then everybody want to go to the Puerto Rican Day Parade and the Caribbean Parade. I'm talking about the FBAs, or you want to talk smack about it, but you don't support your own.
Gotcha.
So, yes, this Canadian, half-breed, he can say American slave because he's talking about his daddy side, and he was dating the FBA. Now, for anything, he should have asked Halle Berry for her permission or at least paid her for using that picture.
You're going someplace else now. You're going somewhere.
Yes.
Go ahead.
But that was it. So, yeah, it's like if we're going to, because you're right, if it was another culture, you would take that down. But those other cultures, they support their own first.
Okay.
And then they check everybody else.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you for being patient and calling back. Thank you so much.
All right. Have a good night.
Thank you. Dana with the data. Dana called me upset about people not supporting the African-American parade up in Harlem. But here she is giving this half-breed a pass. Uh-oh. Area code 646. Good evening. Tuesday, are you there? 646? Give him a second. Yes, no, maybe. Hello.
I'm here.
Hey, who's calling?
Star, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Who is this? Hey, baby.
Hey, it's Jen from Harlem. I just wanted to talk about the Remy Ma situation.
Yes.
So
it's a quagmire, a clusterfuck, and she has left Papoose. I'm calling it. I don't give a goddamn about a lawsuit. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm really disappointed in her. The fact that Papoose, the type of man that he's been to her, what we see in the public eye, it's just basically sad that, it just feels like some low-level shit dealing with this young battle rapper as opposed to her husband who, we don't know the intricate details of their life, but pretty much he seems like who you want to be with versus the shit show that I saw, the battle rap, and what happened to her. Her face said it all. It was just really sad.
Can I ask how old are you? Stay with me. How old are you, darling? How old are you?
I'm 47.
Okay. Let's have that real talk.
All right.
Remy, she's about that bag. She's a rapper. Let's not get it fucked up. She's about that bag. She gave that nigga a seed, but I got to save what's left of my career. I got to catch up. I lost time. You know, this nigga wants to be like a pretzel at night, all up in the goddamn bed. The nigga always wants to cuff me. I'm trying to get the bag. I got this young Philly nigga giving me that good dick. Pause. Give me that good dick. Hang on. Giving her that good dick. Huh? Hitting the bottom of that shit. Finding the G spot. The G spot ain't been hit in 6 years. You know? Can you blame her?
I mean, listen, I don't know about the good dick part. That's personal business. But it's how you go about it. Like, you know, this is all out in the open. You know, it looks really bad for Papoose. I'm embarrassed for him. I'm disappointed in her.
Stop the cap. Listen to me. You're not listening. You're 40 what? 40 what?
47. I'm not capping.
Listen. When you were a younger woman and you got some good dick, you didn't give a fuck. You throw it all away. Right or wrong?
But Remy's 45. Come on. When I was young, it was different. 45 with the kids and a career, and you a business mogul.
45 minus 8 years. 45 minus let's say take the penitentiary years back. She got us some good dick.
Yeah.
She got us some good dick, huh? One of them inshallah niggas. Inshallah nigga. Hitting that.
Is the dick really work? The whole everything exposed and just her face said it all. Did you see her face? It was I felt embarrassed for her. And I was on old boy, the other rapper that gave it to her, but then he called her a bitch, and I was like, you didn't have to go there. But I really felt him. I felt like he had Papoose.
That dick is so good to her, she didn't give a goddamn what Geechee Gotti said. Yes, he called her a bitch, and she said, girl, I'm going to get me some of that good dick later. I don't give a fuck. Go ahead, finish up. Come on, finish up.
All right. I got you. So I hear where you coming from, but I'm still disappointed in Remy Ma. She lost me as a fan.
Thank you, baby. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. See, ain't nobody hit the bottom, respectfully, hit the bottom of that coochie in so long, she forgot what good dick is like, you know? Pause. It's crazy. Guys, showrunner, who will snitch first? DJ Envy or Caesar Pina? Let's get away from the Drake conversation for right now, unless you got some other insight. In my community section is a video. News 12, salute to Tony the Closer. Tony broke this story first, and then he pulled back. He went radio silent. Then I came in, you know. I was helping people file lawsuits, showing them how to file lawsuits and other things of that nature. I'm on the phone with the DOJ, Department of Justice, the feds. And don't forget, if you have been the victim or you think you've been a victim, the video of that's in my community section, when you click on the link, there is a link how you can file an FCC complaint. You see, it's all about the FCC. Lawsuits can mount up and mount up and mount up. But the only thing iHeart is concerned about is that FCC, that license, okay? So, who will snitch first, DJ Envy or Caesar Pina? Now, in the video, you can see Rashawn Casey, that's DJ Envy. You can see his lawyer talking about he was scammed by Caesar Pina. So is Envy letting us know that he's ready to tell? I guess the real question is, who does not want to go to jail? Now, Caesar is a piece of shit. No ifs, ands, or buts. He's a fucking low-life degenerate. He's a Patterson, New Jersey beans and rice eater. They have very, very few parameters. He's been to the penitentiary for scamming. That's not alleged. He told on some people. He got caught in the Newark airport. He sat his dumb ass down. So I don't think he wants to go back to the penitentiary, but more than likely, I'm saying DJ Envy is he'll tell first. Hang on a second. Okay, thank you. I'll look at those emails later. Let's stay on topic, please. Duran, I got your donation. He says, peace, big star. Thank you, sir. Darix, you got to watch your language if I bring you in. Hold on a second. Darix, take it easy, man. I got your donation. I appreciate you. Take it easy.
I was just typing in. Patterson niggas make North niggas look. Yo, they was the worst back in the 80s, man. It was hard.
Come on.
I was nervous going to Patterson, boy. What's going on, man?
Oh, where did you go to jail for like a day? I forget. Where was that at?
It was West Caldwell Prison.
West Caldwell.
I mean, Caldwell State Prison.
Okay, go ahead.
Stop it, man! It's in the records.
I'm trying to give you.
Jesus. I went to jail for a weekend. I'm not a.
Hello.
Why do you always do that?
No, your phone went out. No, listen, I'm trying to give you some jail cred. Go ahead.
I don't need jail cred. I don't want jail cred.
Go ahead.
I don't have any felonies. My felonies. Forget about that. Either way, no, you gave us some good advice back in the day, man. I don't know why everybody's acting all crazy. Like, yo, these females, you got to understand how the vibrator actually was invented. Like, back in the day, women would lose it because they didn't know how to pleasure themselves. And they would go crazy. You know what I mean? Women, and I put in the chat, like, women are like cats. You know what I mean? 1 minute they're hot, the next minute they're cold. If you ever had a cat, cat's just not going to, you can't just walk up on a cat and pet it. They'll scratch you. You know what I'm saying? You got to let them come to you. And that's how women are, man. And Papoose, he just learned a lesson that I was fortunate to learn, like, in my early 40s. But we all learned that lesson, like, yo, this ain't the 50s or the 60s where you could just, you know what I mean? Women were shamed and whatnot for living a lifestyle that,
right.
Now it's hey, I'm out here, hot girl summer. You got, I graduated from my marriage. How do you graduate from a marriage?
Right,
and then you out here, you proud of being a single mother. My ex-wife said that in court. She was like, I'm a single mother. I was like, no, you failed in marriage. You ain't no single mother. My kids are good. You know what I mean? But that's what it is.
Okay. So, Go ahead.
No, actually, I wanted to say, bro, I'm gonna get a lot of haters. But Papoose and Remy Ma were whack as hell back in the day. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
They were.
Go ahead.
They were whack. Man, I mean, it was corny, man. I used to listen to rap, and then I would stop listening to rap because it just sounded all the same, and then I would go to rock, and then I would go to jazz. You know what I mean? And then I would just, I got a eclectic, you know what I mean? I don't want to hear the same, my nigga this, man. I don't want to hear a female talking like that. And you going to prison. Remember back in the day in the 70s and the 80s, when you saw two girls fighting, we used to break it up.
Jesus
we didn't want to
Christ.
see girls fighting. I mean, I don't know where you know what I mean, Scotch.
I'm from Scotch Plains. I didn't see too many girls fighting. We got to break this up. There were no dice games.
Girls didn't fight back in the day.
Well,
if they were going to get into a fight,
there were no dice games. So in the corner, nobody was shooting,
No,
the fucking park. What are you talking about?
No, but I know you had gravel and you. I think they still got they still didn't pave them roads over there where they used to let you people live in Scotch Plains. But
what are you talking about? I'm from the suburbs, not rural country. Go ahead.
Yeah, it looked like they were all houses, but I mean, Route 22 was the only place that was paved. I'm sorry, bro. I had to get that in.
Go ahead. I'm reading something. Go ahead.
You're not even listening to me. Wow. Level of disrespect.
No, go ahead. I'm reading. I'm looking for something. Deeds, I don't see the amount. Deeds, I don't see the amount. Is that the article you sent me? Go ahead. You were saying, Derek. I'm sorry, man.
Oh, so let me tell you what happened with this sexy red chick. So my youngest daughter always has my wife do her hair, right? So she calls me up and she's like, Dad, I want to get my hair done. She's going into sophomore year, so I'm like, all right, no problem. I pick my oldest one up from college, and then I bring her back, and she takes a car to pick her sister up.
Okay.
When this kid walks in my house, half her head is gold, the other half is pink. It took everything in my body not to lose it. And I lost it a little bit, and it didn't help that the oldest one was like, I told you not to do it. And I said, did your mother say you could do that? So I had to sit her down and talk to her and explain to her what that looked like. You know what I mean? And the hip hop, the whole thing. It just
all right, Darius, listen, man. I gotta stay on topic, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for your donation. We gotta stay on topic, man. Stay on topic.
I'm on topic.
No, Remy Ma.
I'm going back to Remy Ma.
Do you think she left?
I'm going back to Remy Ma and
you're talking about Sexy Red. Never mind Sexy Red. That was the last show. Do you think Remy Ma left Papoose? We got her and Eazy the Block Captain. All sorts of Google eyes.
All right, bro. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Derek. Thank you.
All right.
That's my alleged cousin, Derek's. Great guy, man. Hold on. This is a very important email here. Okay, I got to respond to this. I'm doing a show. What time is it? Show now, but we'll call. What time is it around? I shouldn't have told that Gloria Velez, Remy Ma story. I don't have anything against Remy Ma, but if we're gonna talk, let's talk. And MTV says it was $2,000. Thank you, Deeds. And I just sent that link to another person. I don't want to say his name. MTV says she shot the girl over 2 racks. Why didn't she just fight her? Bitch, you took my money. Pow! Oh shit, 310. Is that Luke Caney? Hold on a second. Luke Caney, is that you, sir? Area code 310, Tuesday evening. Luke Caney. Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We sipping tea and smoking cigarettes. What's up, man?
We're tea sipping tonight. Not gossip, not rumors. Those are old terms. We're sipping tea, man. Remy Ma has left Papoose. I got a very reliable call, a source, man. Yes. Nigga was simping too hard, man. Simping too hard, man. Simping too hard.
I love this topic, Star.
Come on.
I finally understand what you mean when you talk about his pimp hand wasn't strong, blah 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 blah, right? Yeah. Anyways, let's move on to the topic. Man, I think that if I had to speculate, I would think she left him, and I don't think that this is something new. But I think that like the whole loyalty thing, and he held her down, and she was in jail, and they got married. According to Wikipedia and Google, she turned herself in 2007, and they got married in 2008. Yep. So he never gave her the chance to choose, right? He pushed himself upon her at her lowest point, or probably one of her lowest points.
Facts.
She had to say yes.
Facts.
She had to say yes.
Yeah.
Right? So now she comes back. She comes out. She still has the mindset of a younger woman. Yeah. She wants to experience the world. She wants to get this bag. At the end of the day,
right?
She's a boss.
Right.
Right? She's a boss. I personally, I don't know much about Papoose music. I don't know much about Remy Ma's music, but I know one thing: she got some hits, right?
Well, now hang on a second. I have to jump in here because when she was locked up, she didn't have the best relationship with Fat Joe. And I'm not gonna kick Joe's back in. He and I have never had any issues, but I keep it real on this microphone. And, Joe wasn't breaking her off. Joe was, he was going to visit everybody else when they were in jail.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't making those visits to Remy. And Pap was there.
Yeah.
He was there, And
Yeah, but look.
Okay.
Look, Star.
Okay.
Pap was there on that loyalty shit.
Yeah.
Fat Joe, don't quote me on this. I think Fat Joe said some slick stuff about Remy Ma when she was in jail.
Of course he did.
Didn't Papoose
he did.
got beat up?
Wow.
But didn't Papoose got allegedly touched?
No,
but
hang on. I'm not.
Then she came out.
Hang on. You see,
and worked with him. She went back and worked with Fat Joe. She's about that bad.
Luke Haney, if you go to Panda Chop News on YouTube, TA breaks it down what actually happened. It wasn't like Fat Joe just, beating this nigga like he was an old slave. Fat Joe ain't, he didn't connect like that. He's a big knock-kneed nigga. He's trying to connect, and Papoose is weaving and bobbing. It wasn't like he was beating him down. Go to Panda Chop News. He breaks the whole shit down. But now, so I'm sorry, go ahead. Finish up.
I'm hearing what you're saying, Star. But my ultimate point is that's some sucker stuff. She's a rapper. She's going at it with her former boss. Why was he jumping into that situation? She came out and went back and worked with him. Yeah. There's no respect there, Star.
You're right. Yeah.
Right? She's about that bag. Entertainment, I personally, know certain girls in into entertainment or whatever. They're about the money, right? If you want a real relationship, oh baby, we're going to the mountains on Saturday. On Friday night, she's gonna tell you, baby, I got a booking. I gotta go.
Yeah.
Right? So to me, it seems like this is what's happening, and she still probably has the mindset of a younger woman, and she wants to have fun. And it doesn't look to me that Papoose wants to have fun. And in my opinion, he acts too subservient to Remy Ma.
Right.
Simping is a disease, Star.
Simping. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't know for certain if he was simping, but I do think
we don't know, but
I truly believe she's out of the relationship. Pardon me. She's gone. Go ahead and finish up. Pardon me.
Yeah. Right, Star. We don't know if he was simping or not, but all evidence kind of point to, dude, you were doing too much. You were all up in her face while she's in jail. You should have let her come out and let her choose. Yeah. Maybe let her go to a different relationship and come back to you.
Yeah.
And that's me talking at 39, Star.
Got you.
Now,
I appreciate you, man. Thank you, Luke Haney. Thank you.
All right.
Luke Haney's happening. Hey, Marty, I got your email. Thank you so much. Alex, I got your Cash App. Thank you, sir. Luke Haney doesn't sip tea. He drinks Rhino Sweet. What the fuck is that? Come on, man. Hold on a second. Let me, Mom, we can tell different stories about you. Okay, according to MTV News, the rapper had reportedly thought that her longtime friend had stolen approximately $2,000 from her during a party early Saturday morning. There's water under the bridge now. Thank you, Deeds. Thank you so much. Hey, Robin, good to Hang on a second. Robin sent in a donation. Where is Robin? Let's get Robin on the line. I want some females to give their side of things here, or their perspective. Where is 862? 862. I think this is Robin right here. Hey, Robin. Good evening. Are you there? Robin.
Yes. Hey, Star.
Hey. This is a tea.
Hey, how are you today?
I'm great. This is a tea sipper special, okay?
I know. That's why I had to call in.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. So, would you want to start? DJ MB, or do we want to stick with Remy and Papoose? Well, I have an opinion about both.
Did you see the Channel 12 News? They did an investigation.
Oh. See, I keep my alerts for certain people, and when it popped up on my phone, I went to it and I cracked up. Yeah. I said, yeah, Star's gonna have a field day with this one. I was kind of excited and I was chuckling, but I felt bad.
Why?
I felt bad. I felt bad for the people who fell for who are affected by this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I actually met Cesar Pena, how many years ago? Maybe 2021. I met him in 2021.
Okay.
At the first Invest Fest in Atlanta. I have his book. He autographed the book. He was sitting there in his booth, and his wife was running around. I truly believe that his wife is the mastermind behind this, because he was like, she runs everything, she does everything. The book just talks about like his life, and he got set up by his cousin. His cousin actually set him up, and that's how he ended up catching that case and going to jail, because they were using, I think, credit cards. They were credit card scamming or something like that. And
Robin, I have to cut in, but please don't keep for a convicted piece of shit who's writing a book claiming somebody else set him up. No, he pleaded guilty. He went to jail for scamming. He's a scammer. No. You're making.
So be clear, I'm not.
You're making reference to some fantasy cousin. We're dealing with the facts. That lowlife was caught with drugs and the intent to distribute. So. Go ahead. I just want to be clear who we're talking about.
Yeah. No. I was just giving like a little background for people who might not have read his book and who didn't know. But be clear, I'm not caping for him on
Go ahead.
any circumstances, no level. Yeah. Because I wanted to know who was buying up my city. So when I met him, I was like, okay, come to find out, we actually went to the same high school together. Long story short, I think DJ MB is going to be the one to flip first. Without a doubt. His dad's a cop. Why would he not?
More than likely. And to be precise, they weren't buying up shit. A lot of those properties they didn't own. So they were they were selling trying to convince people that they were buying properties that they didn't even own. To be precise. Correct. Go ahead.
Correct. But this is before before the news broke, and I was just like, well, I am from Patterson.
Okay.
Born and raised.
Okay.
But
P-Town.
Yes.
P-Town.
Born and raised. Yes. So I when he was first starting to become popular, I was like, why are you buying up Patterson? Most people don't know about Patterson to begin with, unless you're like really from Jersey. Other than that, most people don't know. So I was just trying to figure out, and then I keep telling my cousins that it's about to be gentrified, but that's neither here nor there. But no, he's scamming, and DJ MB is gonna flip first. Period. I bet my house on it. He's gonna flip first.
Here's what I can say: the feds are involved, and more than likely, at some point, they are going to run up in DJ MV's house. This is a RICO case, securities fraud. Fraud. I'm on the phone with the DOJ every day, and they're like, Mr. Terrain, hold on. I'm like, well, listen, I called yesterday. So it's real. Now, never mind what I say. Never mind what I say. You saw the Channel 12 News investigation piece. It's in my community section, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did. I watched it.
Okay.
I watched it, and I said, oh, yeah. I already knew it was serious, from what you were saying, but it's like when it made the local news in Jersey. So
now that white people are talking about it, oh, it's real. Oh, it's real now.
You know that's how it goes. If they not,
I thought Star was capping.
real.
White people, who is real? Oh my God. Okay. Now hang on a sec. Hang on. Let's get to Remy Ma and Papoose. And we have to put some respect on this boss nigga's name, Geechee Gotti. The event went down on the 16th of this month. Chrome 23 presents I Do What I Want. Eazy the Block Captain versus Geechee Gotti. C3 versus First Lady Flames. Rosenberg Raw versus Shayna Ashley. Charlie Clips versus A Ward. Now, I'm not sure if you saw any of the battles, but there was a video.
No.
There is a video circulating where Eazy the Block Captain was moving in to do whatever to Remy Ma, and she pulled back and said, "That's the camera."
Camera right there. The camera right there.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I I saw the video. It's worth a thousand words. But I have to start from the I guess like from the beginning. Her and Papoose have two very different backgrounds. He comes from a 2-parent family household, and all he knows is like marriage and relationship. She didn't come from that. She didn't know what a healthy marriage looked like or what it took to get there. On top of that, like you said, she was gone for 7 years. So she's young in her mind, like technically. So she's out here. Yeah, in her mind, she's young. She's trying to, I'm assuming, trying to get back everything that she lost, but you can't.
Right.
Your time ended there. That was it, period. And then when you got back out, that's when your life restarted all over again. But I hope they could work it out. I could always tell them.
No, Robin. This is listen. Never mind all that you hope shit. This is a messy T-Sipper special. It's a messy T-Sipper, right?
Okay.
Is Eazy giving her that good dick?
Yes.
Talk about it.
Yes.
Talk about it.
He's throwing her up against the wall, choking her slightly. She's not quite passing out, but he's doing what he needs to do. And she has definitely lost her mind. But good to do that to you every once in a while. But yeah, that's all I have to say, Star.
Ankles behind her neck and hitting the bottom.
Oh yeah, definitely stretching before. Definitely doing stretches before, so she won't pull a muscle for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Hey,
I agree.
I appreciate you. Are you still in P-Town?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Just asking. Do they still have the Luke?
No.
Do they still have the Luke Costello statue there?
Yes, they do. But they do. I'm going to say this. I left in 2005. I now live in the D.C. area.
Okay.
Actually, Northern Virginia.
Gotcha.
And but I do go back and forth. Actually, I have a lot of family that's still there.
Okay.
So I go back and forth a couple of times a year.
Gotcha.
But yes, it's still there. It's still there. Things have actually changed. The falls is nice.
Of course.
Yeah. They really are trying to gentrify the city. I'm just waiting for them.
It's a shithole. It's never going to turn around. But that was one of my childhood heroes, Luke Costello. That was one of my childhood heroes. Thank you, Robin.
Thank you, sir. Always a pleasure. Have a wonderful evening.
Bye-bye. All right. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Patterson's not going to be turned around. They got so many goddamn migrants in that shithole. Alex, got your donation via Cash App. How are you, my brother? God bless you, my brother. God bless you too, Alex, if that's, what you, respect. God bless you. Thank you for your donation. Terrence, I got your donation. Star, thoughts on Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert divorce? I know very little bit about that, sir. I don't know. What happened? Do you have any tea? It's a tea sipper special. She was in a movie recently. I watched half of it a couple of months ago. She was a single mother in New York and trying to get a place for her and her kid. Anybody remember that movie? She's a good actress. I only watched half of it because it was just like some depressing ghetto shit. I said, what is this? Thank you for your donation. Michael, I got your donation. Star, Pat needs to use all of this pain to finally make a hit. Oh, and where is the boy? Yeah, now might be the time for him to really, put pen to pad, so to speak. I don't think he has nothing, cocked and ready. Pause, that was crazy. But, NJ Don 89. Was that a donkey on the phone? Who are you talking about in particular, sir? I don't know. Yeah, I don't think Papoose is putting out no music. This is too embarrassing. But again, this might be the time for him to think about doing something, I think she's gone. She's out of here. Blade, I got your email. Okay. Blade says start. It ain't. What is this? Principal didn't Pollock from the shop posse sent you another guy. Okay, Blade, I can't respond to your email because that could be incrimination, I don't talk about the shower posse days too much because, I know most people that I ran with are older. Some got deported. Some changed their lives. Some are dead. Some are in the penitentiary. But I'm not going to be the one to be talking. Is it Giovanni? How do I say it? Just Perez. Are you on the line? 934. 934. Where are you? Perez, thank you for your patience. Are you there? Good evening, Perez.
What's going on, Star? What's poppin', man?
Hey, man. Thank you for your patience and your support. Where do you want to start, sir? Tea Sipper special tonight.
I wanted to... All right. Well, let me get into the Drake thing first.
Go ahead.
It's just a bar. You know what I mean? I think the only reason he said American slave was because it rhymed with Sheraton Way.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't think he just wanted to just go at American slaves. And also, like, somebody mentioned the whole blackface thing, and he also is half small hat. And they run, you know what I mean? They kind of, run the music industry. So he's uncancelable. I don't think Drake is going anywhere. You know what I mean? He could say, like, because remember when Kanye said that whole thing about, slavery was a choice.
Yeah.
And nothing happened to him. Yeah. And as soon as he went to the small hats, gone, cut him off, shut his lights off.
Well, Ye is just a nigger from Chicago, sir. So it's a big difference. It's a nigga from Chicago. Go ahead.
Yeah. But like even with the whole allegations with that young girl from Stranger Things that he was like texting her, and I think she was like 14 or 15.
I forgot about that. Nothing happened.
Nothing happened, and I'm pretty sure there's more because he's the bag. Drake is the bag. They're gonna protect the bag, just like R. Kelly got protected when he was the bag, and everybody was just quiet and complacent because they eating off of it. Yeah. So like anything that Drake does right now is not gonna hurt him unless he's washed up in the future, and the people that feel like they don't need him anymore is gonna be like, all right, yo, peace, and then all of this stuff comes out, just like they did the Young Thug. They kept that him shooting up the Lil Wayne bus. They said it on TMZ right after it happened back in 2015.
Well, that wasn't Young Thug who did the shooting. That was one of his people.
Affiliates.
Yeah.
TMZ said Young Thug, YSL affiliates shot up Lil Wayne's bus right after it happened.
Right.
And the cops didn't do nothing about it, but they had all of a sudden when the RICO thing came, and it's all because, they killed that cop.
Right.
So like Drake, I don't see Drake getting canceled. I don't see him,
one of the top artists. So
Yeah,
he
it's
ain't
just-
going nowhere.
Okay.
And, I guess
But now,
he was just rhyming.
Hang on. Do you think that he should at least acknowledge if he hurt, people from a certain culture, or do you think he's just gonna keep it pushing and somebody's gonna do a track with him? Oh, I can see Fat Joe. Nah. He a cool nigga, yo. I'm doing a track with him. Y'all fall back.
Yeah. Lean back. I can lean back.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of Fat Joe and then the whole Remy Ma thing, did you ever hear a story about like Fat Joe getting beat up out in Long Island? 'Cause since you talked about Glory Villette, she's from Long Island. She put the beats on Remy Ma allegedly.
Listen,
but then
man.
I heard there was a story that Fat Joe was in Wine Dance, Long Island, performing, and then he was trying to say that Long Island, there was no hoods in Long Island. Long Island was soft. And supposedly they snatched him off.
I know what you're talking about,
Have
sir.
you ever heard of something like that?
I know what you're talking about, but I'm just going to say this. King's Son. You ever heard of King's Son?
Nah.
That's my homie. King's Son has got a silver bullet on Fat Joe. Now, I'm not going to repeat what it is. But if King's Son ever gets up on one of these platforms and starts to talking, shit's going to really, really be difficult for Joe. That's all I'll say. I'm not going to talk about if he got beat up, hands put on him, yada, yada, yada. But, I want to stay focused on Remy and Papoose. Any final thoughts, any words?
Right. Yeah. So I just want to say Remy treated Papoose like a fat white chick. He just held it down while he was in jail. Probably like running game and because I dealt with Bronx girls before, you know what I mean? And them girls got game. You know what I mean? Like a 21-year-old that had the mind of a regular 29, 30-year-old.
Right.
They're a little more mature. Like women out there, they grow up a little faster. And I think it's kind of messed up that Nietzsche, put it out there. But if it's kind of like circulating already, you know what I mean? I don't blame him. But what I will say that he said at the end of the battle, he was like, "You should have asked with me. I would have kept my mouth shut."
I didn't see the whole battle. You mean Geechee Gotti? Who are you talking about?
Yeah. Right after he said at the battle when he was battling Eazy, he turns to Remy and he goes like, "You should have asked with me. I would have kept my mouth quiet."
Right.
And that's where somebody like Eazy, because Remy's going backwards. How you go from Papoose to Eazy? I just found out who this guy was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she's the one on TMZ, and you know what I mean? She's the more notable name. So like he should have just, if he was fucking with a married woman, he should have just kept his mouth shut instead of running around.
How old are you, sir? How old are you?
Me, 36.
Okay. It doesn't matter at what level, status a female is at. A bum nigga, a bow-legged bum nigga, if he comes around and dicks her down the right way, it doesn't matter who and what she is. It's all about how he dicks her down. Pause. You feel me?
Oh, yeah, he's definitely piercing her guts. Yeah, he's definitely piercing her guts.
Well, I don't know for certain. I mean, I'm saying, she left him. She left him. But thanks for the call, man. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, man. Have a good one, sir.
Yes, sir. Salute. Okay, thank you. That man was patient. He sent in a donation.